Welcome to the Sleepy C and Big D Show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Sean Oliver, the guy that's supposed to be on this show but keeps faking, making excuses like I gotta go home, my kids are sick, things like that. But really, though, you guys are listening to the Sleepy C and Big D Show. Have fun.
All right, thank you, Sean. With me today,
Woo!
Sleepy C in the house.
Whoop, whoop. Not as cool as Sean, though.
No, definitely not. And with us, as always, fact checker Rosa.
Ooh, ooh. You know she's here. Ready for facts.
Got the phone up and running. Say hi to the people.
It's up and running. Is it in any way prepared?
No,
Probably
it's
not.
just playing a game. It looks like.
Yeah, possibly. No.
No.
But I just want to again thank you, Sean. We're making progress, baby steps, as we discussed. It's just a one thing at a time kind of situation, and we'll get there eventually.
He's slowly making his way.
Yeah, we're appreciative though.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds out of him. That's a plus.
Yeah, that's nice. Does that mean 15 seconds less than I have to come up with things to talk about?
Right.
And by that I mean, like, for sure, I don't know what to say today.
Make up stuff. That's what we do.
Yeah. I'm.
Well, you went to court, and that
I guess
was
I did have
the typical
things.
thing, but nothing of any excitement.
No, I mean, I got my.
You waited in
I got
line.
the extension appropriately that I needed.
Oh, you didn't pay.
So-
You just went in for 4 hours for an extension.
Yeah. Well, it's not an extension. I had to receive the paperwork to get it transferred to a separate collections company so that I can make payments. The court themselves.
So you had to go to court, get the paperwork, then contact someone else.
Yes. So now I have to wait 2 weeks. But the point is, the bottom line is that I don't have to pay money right now, and that's pretty sweet.
Is that a one of those you can go to school for?
I don't think
It's
so.
not classified for
Pretty
that?
sure not, in fact.
Okay.
But I also don't think that I'm eligible because I think that within the last 18 months I've utilized traffic.
And this
school.
was a carpool ticket.
But I really can't remember. Yeah, and this was a carpool, and I don't think that's covered. Like I said, I mean, I don't think that's not like a moving violation in the sense of, like, you stopped and then didn't stop long enough, like the lady that was next to us.
Did you tell her that you were spiritual and God was riding as your co-pilot?
I mean, I should have.
That wouldn't
I'm
count.
seriously debating getting just a dummy, you know.
You talked about it.
My
You
sister,
had those.
was it my sister? Somebody told me to get a blow-up doll. I thought that was weird, but I mean, if you dress them right, it might work.
It's a little hard to explain if you do get pulled over, though.
Just be like, no, that's what I'm into. It's actually less hard to explain, I think.
Oh,
Easier than the dummy.
You made.
You know? They're like, what the fuck do you have this? I'm just testing my car for crash rating.
Why you look at me when you say dummy?
Well, I mean, you're directly there, and
Oh, okay.
if the shoe fits, wear it, all right? You responded.
Yeah, that's nice of her.
That's nice of her, yeah.
Rose is just shaking her head.
She's only partially here with us.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Huge. Look at her.
She's, you
just
know what this is?
dancing
This is
around.
post-meal, you know, she's been, the beast has been fed. I'm not calling my wife a beast. That's the inner beast that we all have inside.
Correct.
Has not been fed.
Well, I'm not done yet, but shh. How come you don't have the microphone?
Oh,
2 turntables and a microphone.
hello.
That's where it's at. Oh my goodness. Sorry everybody. That was
So
great.
she's on a salami high right now.
Yes. That
wait.
sounds sexual, but don't
It's
be
not.
confused. It's not. It's not.
It's not as much as you would think.
Yeah, it's not as much. I suppose sometimes the way I crush food, it may be considered sexual to some. I
True.
could see that.
Or for yourself,
But-
just the amusement.
But I have this California snackin'. It's a little, it says, bite-sized salami and provolone cheese. Did you like that? That was like a...
Does it say it with that accent?
That's how I read things that are advertised.
Okay. Read
You
your
know.
water bottle.
American made, proudly made in USA. Botella de agua.
Henche.
Heche in Mexico.
You just said it was USA.
I know, but you said heche, so I was just going with a Spanish phrase.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, typically when it says heche, or it's hecho, huh? And it's not even, We're saying all this.
You screwed it
It's
all
not.
up.
It's H-O-N.
Hey,
It's,
thanks
you know
for
what,
our
let's just
fact
drop
checker
it.
not to help us. You know,
Yeah,
thanks
she's
a
just
lot.
letting us sit here and be foolish.
Right. Oh, and who's that on the mic? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now it's up close and personal
Right.
and totally amplifies all her noises. Fantastic.
Yeah, just a matter of leaning right over it.
But yeah, she was actually using the microphone as a prop for her phone.
It was holding the phone up right.
It
in
was
the
supporting
speaker.
it.
Have you
She
visited
doesn't have
our
a pop socket, so.
right? Have you visited our friend at the Chinese place that calls you guys pot stickers?
I don't think so this week. I'm pretty sure not. We're trying to, we're trying to just not go there every fucking other day.
Now
It's so
that he
difficult,
knows you
though.
by name.
Well, that and the food is good. It's so good and it's cheap.
That's a bad thing.
I know, but I've never once been sick. And that I feel like, first off, just right off the top, like we found this off of a Yelp review, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm fearful of trying new restaurants in general. Asian restaurants.
No, you don't got to tell me.
Heavily. But it's just more so of like, I have to know somebody. I have to know somebody well, too. Not like just like, oh, this is an acquaintance of mine and they said it was a good place. I don't fucking care about your opinion. I need somebody I love and care about to give me recommendations. Because really, then I know I can trust it.
So you found this just strictly off the cuff?
Yeah, because we needed a Chinese food restaurant that was nearby and, and that was also, here's the real kicker, okay? They're fucking open on Mondays.
Wow.
Where do you find Chinese food restaurants open on Mondays?
You don't.
You don't. It's almost unheard of.
That's a red flag right there.
I know.
Are they open 7 days a week?
I think so,
Yes. They're about that money.
yeah. And
And it's
you'll
good.
be fooled if you look at the outside, it says they deliver. They don't. So don't, in case you were wondering.
Maybe you want to explain that to them?
No, we talked about it. I asked. I was like, "Oh, you guys, so you don't deliver?" And he's like, "Oh no, we don't do that anymore." Like I was just like, "Okay, well,
It's a little thing called Grubhub.
yeah, I know." He's just like,
DoorDash.
you can come here. We're cheap enough." You know what I mean? Like he's just like, "The fucking food is good and it's cheap. Get off your ass."
Yeah.
So Confucius said that.
That's
I'm sure.
It
So
was in a fortune cookie once.
oh my
Because
god.
you flipped it over and it had your 6-digit numbers.
Yeah, so it
Water.
worked out perfectly. It was actually the address of this place, so
Oh, yeah, go figure.
kept me coming back.
So it was Yelp.
Yeah,
Or
so
something.
I'm pretty sure it was Yelp or just a Google search of like Chinese food near me.
Open on Mondays.
Yeah.
Was it a Monday?
Well, and that was the thing is it was a Monday because we were pissed because we wanted to get our other spot that we normally go
Yeah.
to, and they were closed because of course. And we were and like the worst part is that we never realize it's a Monday
until you're ready.
until we're calling them, or you know what I mean, or we're looking up the hours.
And you're yelling,
Any
why
of it.
why aren't they answering?
Yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck? And then finally, you're like, oh yeah, it's Monday. That's why they're closed. That's why, because we had two, actually. We had two places that we would go to. One wasn't so favorited, and it was further away. But again, it was a backup. It was a solid backup. Because also, one of the restaurants does like a fucking midday, like 2-3 hour break.
Oh,
It's
they
just
shut down for lunch?
Yeah. They do like 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. There's just you just can't do anything. I don't know if that's the time. I'm just throwing out numbers.
Sounds right.
It's like Shirasoni's, how they fucking did us dirty
they do
that
lunch
day.
and yeah.
Yeah.
So you're there for the split.
Yeah. So that's another downside is that, I mean, when you're hungry right then, you're hungry right then. I can't wait 2 more hours for you guys to fucking open back up. Just
Why are
throw me
Chinese
what's
restaurants
already.
closed on Mondays? Does anyone know?
I don't know. I just assume that it's a slower day, to be honest. Because I have noticed that there are some Mexican restaurants that are closed Sunday, Monday, you know. If they're not like if they're not a popular weekend spot. Like if it's a smaller area or, you know, not so great area, but typically, yeah, Sundays is a poppin' day for most
It
business.
sounds like you guys always want Chinese on Monday.
Yeah, well, it always works out, you know, that way. I don't know why. It's just the day that it falls on. I mean, I know that that's sometimes my day off, you know, so that's beneficial.
So when they're closed, you got to defer to pizza.
Yeah, well, until now, until we found this place that is open 7 days a week, and it's lovely.
Fabulous.
Yes, it truly is. And the pot stickers. Fuck.
Ever since this place, you haven't been to your Dave's Liquors for your
That's
chicken
true.
wings.
That's true.
When's the last time you had chicken wings?
Oh, just like 3 days ago or so.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you haven't.
no. Maybe it wasn't even that. I think it was like maybe 6 days ago. We got Domino's, and
The what was the word that you called it? Your package that you get?
well, I don't know right now. I
Drunk?
just want to call
It was-
it the Drunchy Pack.
There it is.
Yeah, you know what's the best part is I'm sure we talked about it then when we mentioned the Drunchy Pack. But as you're ordering, like if you go to check out, it's like, are you sure? Because you also usually get these two things in addition to what you're ordering, and it'll be the fucking lava cakes
Yep.
and the wings. And then you try to check out again, and maybe you say no to one but yes to the other. You try to check out again, it's like, are you sure you don't want that 2 liter of Sprite that you normally get too? Like, fuck.
They know me so
God
well.
damn it! And it's like, really? The second they say it, I'm like, you're right. You right. I want that shit hella bad.
Now they
Fuck.
have the repeat order button.
Yeah, and that's why they made me my pack altogether. Is just that they're just like, look, this is what you get all the time. Do you want this? But no, sometimes I'll try to be stubborn and
And fight it.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like, no. We just need the sandwich and the small or the medium pizza. That's it today.
You're gonna work for it.
Yeah.
You want
And
me to
then
buy it? I want you to work
They're like,
for
well,
it.
we can give you another $5 off if you want to add another $5 thing.
Yeah.
It's part of the deal. It's you get
You're
every 2
negotiating
items is
with
$5.
a computer.
Yeah, basically, we go back and forth, and they always win.
I hate it. Well, you end
But
up
really,
winning.
I win too. Yeah, I'm all. But really, you know what I mean? The only
got
one
fed.
that's losing is my bank account. But
Right.
but realistically, the rest of us are winning.
Yeah.
They're getting tipped. They're making tons of sales off me. The same sales, maybe, albeit, but at the same time,
You go to sleep full,
yeah, full belly, overly stuffed.
the way you like it.
Yeah, it's just fantastic, and oh man, I was actually so this last time that we did order, they got us with the hot lava cakes, because they did the whole, Rosa ordered and she got her sandwich and I got the pizza ordered, and she's like, that's it then? And I was just like, yeah, no, that's it. And it was cool because she was doing the ordering, so like she's stronger than me, you know what I mean? Like,
More willpower.
yeah. So she says, so right
Yeah.
now. You would know if she said it out loud, like,
Right.
she has a mic and everything, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But that's what she did.
That's only for her phone ring.
Yeah, I'll detail what she's doing. So, anyways, so then she goes, "Oh, look, they have the fucking hotcakes and the
A special.
yeah, just like they also." She said, "Look, they're good. They also have the hotcakes and the wings." And I think right before that, I had said, "Oh, if you do get wings, can you order more flats than the drumsticks?" And she's like, "So do you want them?" And I was like, "Well, no. Like, but I mean, if you want some too, then yes." Like
If
completely.
you want to share some,
Yeah, if you want to get that, then I guess maybe tell them half and half drumsticks and flats because she likes the drumsticks. So I was just like, yeah, but only if you also want them.
Yeah.
But that's it. But
Arm
it's okay.
twist.
But I don't need them. But it's if you want them to.
yeah.
So she didn't get them, and I was heartbroken. I didn't tell her, but I definitely felt some type of way. I was just like,
There was just something missing, right? You couldn't enjoy it. It's like Christmas waiting for the puppy that you never get.
it was literally like a fucking bad sign or something, okay? Because then we finally get to our fucking hotcakes, and one of them has melted into itself, but it looked untrustworthy. Like maybe perhaps it didn't cook thoroughly, or it cooked way too much. I don't know. We didn't touch it. It was risky. So we just ended up sharing the second hotcake, which was perfectly unharmed. But it was funny because I gave it to Rosa. She tried to offer it to me, and of course we're both so polite to each
Right.
other's food intake that we're just like, no, really, you go ahead. And then she's like, are you sure? I was just like, yeah, definitely, babe. That's all you. You go ahead. Well, right after she takes her bite, then she passes it to me for a bite, and I'm like, all right. I can finally be polite about it.
Yeah.
She got the first bite for sure, or I can be less polite about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, yeah. So I take a bite, and then she takes another bite, and then there's still like a one last piece that's like either you get a small bite or you just crush it. And she gave it to me to crush it. It was great. It was so good.
That's called love, people.
Yeah.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah. That's what we're calling it now.
Yeah.
It's pre-diabetes, but I mean, it's whatever.
That's what it's called.
That's really what it's
Yeah,
called.
Exactly.
But, I don't want to sugarcoat it. Fuck, I'm so sorry, you
God,
guys.
you're on a roll today.
It's like a gift and a curse, you
Yeah.
know? It truly is.
Have we heard from our sis?
Well, there's 2 of them.
Yes.
And I have
Well-
heard from both of them. As we know, my sister Cassie is pregnant with child. And not emotion. Well, probably emotion also.
Emotionally,
but
yeah.
definitely with child. We saw her at her baby shower this weekend.
Fantastic.
And my God, she's so preciously small. It's not even funny. Like
One
I
of
said,
those that if you didn't know,
yes, she didn't even know for a little while. You know what I mean? Like she's just so petite. And so I took a couple pictures and I sent them to my other sister. And I said, look, she doesn't even look pregnant, huh? And Ciara only sent back just one word. Bitch. That's it. No love, hate, emotion.
bravo.
Yeah. And I was just like, I loved it, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And then she put back, she's like, yeah, as I'm about to start my fucking diet plan, like this and that. And I was just like, I'm sorry, but yes. Like literally, if you see her straight on, you can't tell that she has a baby.
Right.
She needs to be at least 3/4 turn. Like 7/8 turn doesn't work. You still can't tell there's a baby. But yeah, he's coming. It's going to be awesome. Possibility.
Oh, and we know he.
Oh, yeah. We know and strong possibility for my birthday. I will gladly give up my birthday. He can have it. It's all his.
Fabulous.
I'm only getting older and fatter right now anyways. So
You're
let's
almost
make
30.
way for the new. Yeah. And I mean, once that's done, I like not that, I mean, it's not like I've really been celebrating after 25 anyways,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, after this, like we definitely don't need to talk about it anymore.
No.
And I just won't have a birthday anymore and it'll be my nephew's birthday.
Perfect.
It's going to be so great.
Is she, your sister is coming to visit or no?
Oh, Ciara?
Yeah.
She, well, it's up in the air because they were supposed to lose power. For those of us here in California, we all know there's a crazy power shutdown
PG&E,
happening.
yes.
PG&E is crushing shit right now. And boy, did Ciara have a lot to say about that this morning.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, so on top of the fact that
She must be in the infected area.
yeah, so she's in the Santa Cruz region, which is strong with
Yes.
warnings. But in addition to the fact that it's not just her that she has to deal with, she's got residents. She does, she leases apartments. So she's
that's
got
right.
people that come bitching to her about every single thing. And in addition to that, this is something that is shittily out of everybody's hands. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? You can't do shit about it. Luckily, at our house, our power's not out. And here at work, I was a little bummed out to get here and realize that everything was flourishing.
Yeah, we had
But-
to pay extra for that.
Yeah, it was part of the block off.
Uh-huh.
And that's why there's only 6 buildings here
Correct.
that have power. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I knew it was a plot.
Yeah.
They're a plot twist.
Power to the people.
Fucking A. Yeah, well, either way, it ended up being a productive day, so I guess I can't,
The
can't
more
really
reason
hate
for
on
her
it.
to now she has nothing to do because there's no power. So.
Well, and that's what I told her. I said, just bring yourself out here with all your children. Because she was freaking out. She was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I just spent $300 on groceries, as it is the beginning of the month. Everybody fucking goes, you know what I mean? You go get your shit for at least 2 weeks, and then wait for the next check, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how other people do it. That's how I do it. Because you can't have too much food in the house or it'll go bad. But with 3 kids, the food's not going bad. There's plenty, you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
plenty of mouths.
Rotation.
Yeah. So, but she's stressing out. She's just like, what the fuck am I going to do? I told her, go get a big ice chest and fill it full of ice. She's telling me, all of the fucking places, everywhere, everything's
Sold out.
Sold out. Ice, water bottles, everything. I was listening to it on the news. They were talking about how this chick went from, she was on the east side of San Jose, and she went all the way over to the west side thinking that maybe that Costco would have water still. None.
No.
She's like, eventually I found some, she's like, I had to drive a little bit further out or whatever and found a Safeway that was restocking at the time. And it's just like, people went crazy. And I mean, I get it, especially if you've got kids. Could you imagine, not only just the food, really, what are you going to do when the fucking, all your game sources and fucking things that you keep them occupied with
Oh yeah,
run out of battery?
that's the thing now.
What are you going to do?
Food wise, everything Amazon still delivers.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, but if your phone goes dead and all your fucking devices, how are you supposed to even order the shit?
Right.
So that's where we're at now. I realized that a while ago when they did that first surge of power shortages. That what do we?
Dependent?
It's almost like like as a whole, we're dependent on it. I mean, there's always those posts that are like, oh, for $1 million, could you live in a cabin in the woods, like by yourself or with no
Right.
phone or TV? And it's everyone on there in a heartbeat, in a second.
$1 million.
Yeah. And it's more than $1 million. It's something real like ridiculous. It's like $1 billion or some bullshit. Okay, of course I know we're talking about a hypothetical scenario. Still, tons of people. Absolutely, I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat.
Let's see if they can make it 3 days without
You can't do
power.
it 3 days without power.
And you can still use phones and things.
Yeah,
You can charge it in your car.
because you can
and
charge
things.
in the car. You can. I have portable chargers, which again, those will inevitably lose their charge also. But there's ways around. You know what I mean? There's ways to get by. I think the biggest concern being the food loss. But and of course and not everyone can, and that's the other factor. Okay, so my sister is lucky enough to, not that she just has money pouring out, but she could probably get by just fine over the next couple of weeks, or over the next course of the 5 to 7
Right.
days or whatever they're saying. She could probably do just fine going out, and they do go out sometimes anyways. So it's not like it's crazy thought process, like unheard of, like we can't just go out. But for the average person, you can't afford to just fucking go out every day.
No.
And I was listening to the interview. It was like an older segment, like probably from a couple days ago, not today's news, for example. But they interviewed a PG&E representative, and the reporter was just like, "Oh yeah, so we've been seeing a lot of questions about what's it? Not reparations, repayment? No." Is that the word I was thinking of, I guess? Reparations?
For PG&E paying back.
Reimbursement. That's what I was trying to think of. But I suppose my word worked anyways.
It did.
Either way.
Yeah.
But immediately, I mean, like without any hesitation, she's just like, PG&E will not be reimbursing anybody.
Yeah, no.
Like no.
That's why they gave
ifs,
so much
ands,
notice.
or buts. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's so funny that, we're all like, oh yeah, they gave so much notice. I had no idea this shit was happening until like yesterday.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
The power? That's crazy. I'm all
Yeah.
cool. We don't have to come to work tomorrow.
And sure enough, you did.
Yeah.
And you still do.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's like that. There's another meme that it's like they throw all their shit around and they're like, fuck this job, I quit. Except for I'm going to still come though. And they're like picking all their stuff up, like that's me. I'm just like, oh, fuck this. All right, though, I'm going to still do
I'll see you
everything I need to.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be back. I have to go pee. I'll be right back. Back to work. I got to finish this job. I'm not done.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Yeah, so it's just, it is what it is. You got to make sure the money's not really there.
Right.
And even then, like, even if we didn't have power, I was like, there's still probably a handful of things I could do
Plenty
without
of stuff.
power.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I was like, I better get my ass up and go.
Yep.
So here I am.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be no power, so I didn't come in.
Yeah, no, there's no way to, I wasn't going to be like, oh no, we'll just ride it out
Yeah.
and hope there's no power.
We're just going to roll the dice on this one.
Yeah, I
What?
actually...
I'm fired?
I
Oh.
left a pinch earlier today, and then I also assumed there would be less traffic because I figured that people that actually didn't have to go to work and knew they didn't have to go would not be on the road. And it fared fairly well. Like, it wasn't like the best. I'm glad I left when I did. But I was actually really surprised. I was like, where the fuck... Don't you guys work in hazardous locations? Get the fuck out of here. Go back home and go to bed. Are you driving out there like me,
You're
hoping
right.
that it's off, but really you could just be at home already right now?
You just have to show up so they can send you back?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
That was the only thing that made any sense today, because I was just like, what the fuck? Oh, that was something CR mentioned. She's all, oh yeah. And then Noe's fucking school calls, and they sent out a fucking email or whatever, and they're just like, let everyone know, spread the word. We have tons of snacks and foods that we can feed them that don't require refrigerators, and we can do all these activities and all this shit. And CR's just like, what the fuck? You're supposed to just be closed. I shouldn't have to try and drive them to school, this
Back
should
and
just
forth.
be, yeah, she's like, I should already have this taken care of. She could stay home the next couple of days. She's all, we don't get snow days. This is supposed to be that. I'm just like, yeah, but she's all, nope. Here they are, fucking. We're gonna get through this. You know, make sure your kid comes to school. There's still school.
Oh yeah, they want their money.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck.
Can you not missing?
I was super surprised. I was like, get the fuck out. I thought for sure that the schools would be closed.
As far as I know, only certain ones, and then no one knows what the time frames really are. So they postpone. It's all
They're
based
like, look,
on wind conditions.
You don't need to see in a classroom to be able to bubble in A, B, or C.
Especially in that grade.
Yeah.
Coloring books still work the same.
Yeah, and I mean they're not drawing in the lines anyway. So actually, no, he's really good.
Yeah, she's in the liner.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. I mean, of course, she'll come out a little bit, but she's pretty good.
Good. Future tattoo artist.
Hopefully.
Right.
I thought Ciara could do something like that. She's actually a really good artist.
Is she?
Like, ever since she was young, too. Bitch.
Wow. So both your sisters are bitches.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't call Cassie a bitch. Although, her petite little body with that pregnancy, I feel like it was worthy. And I showed her.
Yeah.
She liked it.
Yeah, of course.
She's like, yeah, I am that bitch. She didn't say that for the record, in case anybody's wondering. I added that now, but she should have said that.
Should she have?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I am that skinny pregnant bitch.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Own it, Mm-hmm. Own that shit. That's what I always say.
Of course.
If you own your shit, can't nobody talk shit about it.
Nice.
I mean, they can, but they can't hurt you with
Is that
it.
is that a trademark? Sleepy C?
It can be.
Registered?
It can be. I know I've said it several times in my life. Although, you know what? It's really just a rough idea of saying, what's it? Eleanor Roosevelt. Nobody can, fuck. God damn it, I don't fully remember the fucking quote, but it's like one of my favorites. Fact checker. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. That's what it is. No need for the fucking fact check. But do it anyways, just to confirm that I'm spot on. You know how I like that verification.
Right. Survey says...
I was like, those are not them. Yeah, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. One of my favorites. Forever. And that's true. Like, that's the one, you know what? We should have brought this up fucking last week. That would have been when it was a perfect...
Continuing to spread knowledge.
Yeah, continuing to spread knowledge, but also, that's like a big thing with the bullying. And again, I know it affects people on levels, and we talked about the triggers last week, and we won't dive back into that seriousness. My mom was like, you guys got real serious. I was just like, well, I mean, it was just honesty. I don't know what the... Anyways. Yeah. But on the real... Fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? They say some shit, tell them fuck off. Maybe not if you're a small child, but right? Tell them get bent. Nope, that's probably worse. No, I don't know.
Eat a dick.
Yeah, eat a dick. Eat a bag of dicks. But it's just, if you don't let someone's dumb words, whether they're true or not, or who gives a shit.
Right.
Or if it is true, fucking own it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I eat my boogers. Tell them, Noe. Get that shit.
No, let's just call her out on that.
We talked about it before, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. I'm like, this is not new stuff. I like to just, it was a perfect, I had it on the, on my mind too. It was just funny. But in all seriousness, if you just own it, what's people going to do?
There it is.
They can't talk shit that long about it. It's Eminem said it on 8 Mile, right?
That's it.
Told all of them about all his business. He's like, yeah, the fuck what?
What are you gonna say now?
Yeah, what about it, Clarence?
What's Grandma been up to?
Oh, Grandma, she's been good. We actually
have we face talked?
We haven't face talked, but that's mainly because she keeps the iPad in the room closed away from the cats because she doesn't want them getting on it. Which is also a great excuse for her to not ever have to use it. Right. So it works out. It's a win-win for her.
It's a great gift.
Yeah, she's like, no, I really do appreciate it. But no, we saw her. So we had a family funeral this weekend.
We talked about that last week.
But we had not yet.
No.
Yes.
We just talked about the issue.
The issue, yeah. Not that it is an issue, just that we had it. Anyways, so we went and visited Grandma, and well, not just Grandma. We went to the funeral, but we the next morning we went out with Grandma. We went garage sailing. It was very brief, very short experience, and then from there, but Grandma loved it, and she got a brand new pair of sneakers, $3. The lady said brand new. These are like, she took the fucking stuffing out of the shoes.
Oh.
Like the paper stuffing that you buy the shoes with, in the box, and then you have to take that shit out because when you put your foot in, it doesn't fit, and you're like, oh, there's more in there. That happened. And we removed all the stuffing. It fit her like a glove. And she said, how much for these, you know? And we've all already made it very clear. I'm like, wow, these are fucking brand new, you know, like, which is a mistake. At any garage sale,
Anytime you buy something, you never look excited.
Right. You're just like,
I've seen better.
Yeah, I guess we can get these. So, but here I am thinking I'm clever, not in the sense that I just explained, because obviously that's not clever. We're all like, oh, wow, these are brand new shoes, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, wow, Grandma, they fit you perfect. Fucking dumbass.
Well, if only they were a different size.
Yeah. And so the chick...
Maybe leave the stuffing in it so your foot fits.
Make it like a Cinderella awkwardness. But so she turns and asks the lady, she's like, well, how much for these? And the lady said, $4. She's like, they are brand new, which we all could very much see. And Grandma said, oh, how about $3? Without a fucking hesitation. So quick. Like, baffled. I mean, blew me away.
And the lady took it.
And the lady, she thought about it for a minute. My grandma was just like, she was like, if you can, she's like, I'm sure that seems cheap, but I have limited, you know, like garage. My grandma has garage sale money. Like that's her. Yeah, she's got like a stash that is garage sale money. So, she's like, I'm working with very limited, you know, like, and the lady was just like, yeah, okay. You know, let her go. And I was really surprised. I thought the lady was, honestly, when she first was going to sell them, I thought she was going to say $10. I'd have said $10. Yeah. I would have bought them for $10.
I'd get them 10.
I'm not. He sued my friend. But I'm that sucker, okay? Like when we went to Mexico, Rosa literally was just like, don't ever take a first offer. Like whatever they're telling you, that's definitely not it. I'm not a haggler, okay? I'm not a negotiator. I'm not any of that shit. I'm not no good at it, okay? Straight up.
Just take my money.
yeah, I'm all, 15 pesos? Absolutely, take it. Rosa's like, no, what? Shut up, that's 5, easily. We'll get 3 of those. She's like, how about for 3? And then, like, 5 minutes later, we get 5, and it's, like, only for 16 pesos. We get one more, you know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous. So I was just like, well, fuck, clearly I don't know nothing. She's a professional.
That's how Domino's gets you.
I guess. They're on to me. Yeah. They know.
They know. They've been to Mexico with you.
But do you see? That's why I had to put Rosa in charge of the ordering.
Right.
And then she didn't get the chicken wings that are supposed to be a signifier on there. She's like, no. We don't need them.
Yeah.
She was right, but also wrong.
You made sure that it flags.
Yeah. I'm just like, hello, it was on the recommendation. So, that being said.
Nothing to say for yourself?
Rosa is a talented haggler.
I offered. I said, so you want them? No, I mean, if you want them. I didn't want them. Shouldn't have said that wording.
Yeah, I gotta work on my...
You fucked yourself. That's
yeah.
what you did.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
So...
What you're saying is, say what you want.
Yeah, just... Rosa's even told me that before. She's just like, girl, closed mouths don't get fed. What the fuck? You thought you were gonna get that still? You didn't say nothing.
Right?
She'll give me
fuck.
maybe sometimes. She's like, well, maybe. I'm just like, okay, well, let me know when that's a yes.
Yeah.
She already knows how to navigate my mind.
Right.
It's fantastic. Really, I don't even know why she asks me things half the time.
I mean, if it's
like,
food related, you know just to get it.
Yeah.
Even I know that.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff.
Yeah. If
You would
it's...
think.
Yeah, right?
You haven't seen how much food she wastes.
No.
It's not true.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie also, but it's also not true.
Well, I mean, she was risking death just to finish off her Modelo's, so
Hey,
you know, not to waste that.
She won't
So,
waste what she loves.
That is so true.
but she loves food.
Like,
Not all food, surprisingly.
like-
She tries to put up this front.
go ahead.
She's just like, oh, yeah. Let me serve myself 2 plates. I love everything on here. And then she'll only eat half of each plate. And it's just like, all right, let's toss this now.
I think you're referring to Estella.
No, you did that at a Christmas party.
Did
Company
you?
Christmas
Were
party.
your eyes bigger than your stomach?
I'm sorry. Can we just maybe point out, like, she's referring to a Christmas party. We're in October.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
That means that was like a year ago almost.
Well, it must have been pretty traumatic for her to remember that
I
you
guess
didn't
so.
finish a whole plate.
People must have talked about it. Did your coworkers talk about me after? Like, she didn't even. She wanted to fucking waste food.
Yeah, we didn't even get to eat because she took 2 plates and then left one.
Yeah, but she did eat all the fucking deviled eggs. Fat bitch. Who brought her?
Right?
She's lucky she gets a pass because we love Rosa.
Yeah. Yeah, no
Yeah.
one.
But
I'm just like, what the fuck? The Christmas party?
Was that the last example you have?
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
definitely not the last example, but it was like the most prime.
I guess.
2 plates.
People must have talked
you
about
remember?
it.
Nobody talked
Nope.
about it.
No. Were you drunk?
Possibly.
Maybe that's
Possibly buzzing.
Is that why?
It was the first and only company party she's gone to. Mine.
I feel like we're getting a lot of heat today.
Yeah.
Laying it on real thick. Boy, are my shoulders hurting already.
Right? Maybe we should have kept our mic off.
Yeah. In fact, can you go back to fact checking
Yeah, let me
and
just-
or
You know what?
scrolling?
Don't ask me for examples if you don't want to fucking hear it.
She's got the zingers.
Yeah, she's all
She's
over
coming
it.
in hot. Holy shit! I'm wounded. I'm like a bird that just got
Like a
like
gazelle.
somebody just hit a shotgun into a big ass tree,
A big
and I got
poof.
like a one little pellet of a shotgun that went through like my side. I'm
Yeah.
slightly. Tis but a flesh wound. You know what I mean?
A
Like,
poof of feathers.
yeah, and it fucked me up. But like I can still fly a little bit, but not safely. Like definitely not high.
Yeah. Well, that's for sure.
Fuck.
She came out firing. That's a definite thing.
Yeah. Shots fired for sure.
Yeah, wow.
No warning shot.
I love you, baby.
Just the after. She's just helping pour some alcohol into my wound
Yeah.
to help me heal.
You need a little salt?
She's like, no, I love you. It's great. It's fine.
Let's see, we can use hydrogen peroxide or alcohol. Let's go with the alcohol.
Let's go with the alcohol. I just assumed alcohol would be the most logical thing, right? Just cut me deep and then...
Enjoy the burn.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I mean, I would leave it on this note. At
I guess
this point.
I guess we could. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to come back from
I
that.
don't
You
think
know.
we-
Let me bring something back because personally, it's one of my favorite topics. There's a meteor shower coming.
You're bringing something back. That's not bring. You didn't bring anything back.
Bring the conversation back to a better note. Anyways, so there's a meteor shower tonight. So people listening are
Tonight?
not going to help. Or, I mean, that's not going to help you guys. But
No.
for the future for you guys,
Thanks for
there's
useless
also
information.
A meteor shower on the 21st. So you're welcome.
Of October.
Wait, it
Yes,
starts.
October. This
Tom-
month.
but it starts tomorrow.
No, there's one tonight.
Oh,
Tonight
And
being
additionally-
the
tonight
next
being
one-
the 9th.
tonight being the 9th.
October 9th.
Yeah.
Yes, the next
And
one's
this
going to
will-
be October 21st.
So no one will
And
hear
this will-
this.
this will air
This will
tomorrow.
air tomorrow.
And they won't miss. They'll miss tonight's, but they will get to know about the 21st. So
About
that's
the
pretty
21st.
Yes, I love shooting stars. So you guys get out there.
cool. Yeah, you like shooting birds too. Here I am.
Yeah.
Birds, spouses.
Yeah. For the record, I didn't mean like real birds. My wife's not like a bird game hunter
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
But I
shit.
will say I have an excellent shot.
She does. She's impressive and scary.
Well, thank you for coming in and telling us about your accuracy. We'll put some archery pictures up.
That's a
and
fact check that you won't find on Google.
Yeah.
That's just real
You
knowledge.
got to go to
Gotta
the
learn that the hard way.
Yeah, you got to go to the prisons system to find that.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. So thanks for sharing, and we will get together next week and talk about the meteor shower that is coming.
But not for you guys. Sorry. Unless you know about it. Good luck.
Yeah. Hey, if you got ESP, then you're set. You
Yeah.
already know that it's happening,
Yeah.
and it should be easy to see with no power.
Oh,
That's the
shit.
best. I'm excited.
That is the best and the worst.
I've never been so excited.
We're like first world slumming.
Yeah.
We're like living it up.
Yeah.
And other people's anguish. So is that like second world slumming? I'm not really sure. I'm a third person in this first world.
Is there even a second world slumming? Or
I'm
a
not
second world problem?
Well,
There's
I was
a
just going to
first
say,
world,
you ever notice that?
third world, but what's second world?
Mario?
Canada? Huh.
Canada?
You just laughed, but I'm pretty sure it's Canada, right?
Probably
I don't
is.
know.
It's,
Mexico?
well, no, I mean, I feel like Mexico is considered third world, isn't it? In some
I've
parts,
read
shit.
that they call it first world and third world depending on who entered the
And
World War.
where you are?
So, like, in Mexico, they think we're second world, probably?
No.
I forget how.
We're going to have to look into that, fact checker.
Yeah, I think if we could only
We'll save
find a
that for-
fact,
yeah.
we will save it. So we will save that. That's kind of like a history lesson. So we'll save that for next week's episode. That we have time to look it up and not.
Yeah. Or if anybody out there already knows.
If you know, leave us a comment.
Yeah, that'd be
question,
super
so.
cool if we could get some assistance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is the second world?
Or is there a second world?
I'm pretty sure it's Canada, though.
It doesn't. Canada's has got a.
Like, I have a strong
I
vote
think
for
it's-
Canada.
I think.
I like where you're leaning.
Right? You get it, right?
I think
I-
words.
It
makes
though,
sense.
I think worlds is based on the infrastructure, right? Having internet and lights
You
and
would
toilets.
Think that. You would think
Yeah, I don't necessarily. I wouldn't bank on that entirely.
I mean, we don't live in caves, so
Right.
that's like the third world
some
thing.
of us.
Some of us live in a metaphorical cave.
Thank you for listening.